Hey people, I hope you're having a good morning so far. And today I'll be back with not a movie review this time. I'm gonna do another video, but on a TV series review or TV show. I'm just gonna say TV show, whatever. Opposite of movie, I guess. And then in case you haven't gathered, I got back from work for half an hour ago or something like that. So yeah, I had a good day, good morning at work. Just doing my rest of the days anyway until friends, but until science. So yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, I just want to talk about this TV show, which I haven't completed. I wouldn't usually do this with TV shows. I've only got through one season, I think, out of two or three of this show, and that is Afterlife. It's about Ricky. Well, I forgot the characters in this one because it's been a long time since I last watched it. It's got Ricky Gervais in it. I forgot who he's playing. He's the main character, obviously, and he's got like a pet dog and whatnot. And it's about him like he watches videos back on like before his wife passed away and stuff like that. So it's quite deep. The first two episodes of one of the first season is funny, but it gets very serious to the point where it might as well not just be a comedy drama. It might as well just have turned into a drama because that's what it is. And I'm really disappointed in his style of comedy right there because he's usually way more funny like that. It could have been funnier. Imagine what it would have been like if the first two episodes it continued like that. It would have been hilarious. And Joe Wilkinson's in it. For those of you who don't know who Joe Wilkinson is, boy, he is the one of the funniest and underrated comedians I've ever watched on TV. I usually watch him at 8 out of 10 Castles Countdown. He is hilarious. The things he says, he just comes up with something random. It's such like a downward tone. Usually when comedians come out with something random, it's like they have a bit of energy to him. He's like yeah, whatever, yeah, F it, yeah. He comes out like that. It's hilarious, and it's a shame he's not in there more often. He plays the postman, delivering letters, and there was a funny altercation between both of them. Those being comedians, there would be a funny. Every alteration would be a funny more altercation. I don't know, and yeah, so this is really interesting. I've noticed. I'm gonna analyze this how I would do it. Like anyway, obviously, like this is very rare I would analyze something like this. But he's grieving whatnot. He treats people like crap, which is no excuse. If you have a passing of a family member or friend, that is no excuse to treat people differently. Oh, but no one will hear me. Yeah, but that's because people aren't going to hear it if you're yelling and pushing people away, which are Ricky Gervais is doing his character. And then he works for the newspaper like in an office. And his boss manager, who is like his brother-in-law, I guess his brother is his brother. I think his brother. Yeah, I think his brother. Yeah. So I hire him some of that, and he talks to him. And then his boss starts having a go at him, and for no reason, you got to stop treating people like this. You got to stop doing that. And one thing I've gathered is that he's not the only person that's like that in the office. There's two other characters that are so disrespectful that his brother just sets him off of it. And they're way worse. You got a woman that's sarcastic, that goes around and being acting all cocky and sassy. You got like a fat dude that eats like on a desk like that, and it's very disrespectful. That's way worse than Ricky Gervais's character, because at least he's going through something. But that's no excuse again. He did get rude to people, and that's really rude. That's just not good. I thought it's not healthy to do that. You're ruining your own mentality by pushing people that care about you away. And these people he works with they don't really care at all. Like, and Ricky Gervais, I feel like he was forced to care about what people think. Okay, he needs to be more respectful. That's good what he did there. He needs to be a bit more respectful. The other characters, I don't know what season two is at. They're probably more respectful. I don't know, but this is how I saw season one. It's kind of like there's a lot of hypocrisy going on there. And Ricky Gervais, I think it's because he spoke more true points in when he was talking to his brother. Because just like the only reason why you're keeping this girl, the woman I'm talking about, is because she's not nice, and you don't get anywhere by not being nice. True. Majority of managers and owners, most of them are a-holes. Let's be honest. Like they would have to be because they got to be more strict and stuff. But there's ways of going about it. And yeah, I think that his brother was maybe scared to actually talk back to his woman because of, not because she's a woman. Don't be making my videos like that. But because of how rude she is and how sarcastic she is. And I'm pretty sure you might have had a go at them. I didn't watch season two. But it's really kind of, and you got a therapist too, that's way disgusting and disrespectful and over the top. Like Ricky Gervais's character, his therapist, who he talks to, is so rude. It's so like, oh God, no! It's just no. And he just talk crap about people. He's very disgusting and crude. Then you got, I think it's a doctor. That's like disrespectful too, and that's probably how it is in the world. Some people are like that, and there's a scene of a doctor going on his phone. Um, yeah, it's that, and they're more ruder than Ricky. At least Ricky Gervais's character was opening up to them and tell them how he actually feels half the time anyway, and that's what I gathered. It's good to analyze this sort of show. It's not just because oh it's a comedy drama. I didn't just see it that way. I talk about things differently. I don't just feel and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this video and talk about the acting and stuff and rate it. Other movies, I do have movies, but not TV shows are a different kind of beat. I don't know. It's different for me, but movies I have spoken like this before, but not all the time. So it's kind of different for me to do a video like this. Now, me rating this is kind of an easy one because it's bang average. I mean, the only reason it can't be below average is because it's got professional actors in it. It's got well-known actors and actresses in it. And there was that one woman, I think she's like Indian or something like that. She came into it and she was the most politest. And Ricky Gervais's character sort of took to her. He sort of like, was nicer because she was nice to him. That's probably why. She had a comfortable aura about her. So there was no reason for him to get rude to her. That's probably what it is. Because she was nice to him and respected him, he gave her respect back. And yeah, other people did respect him, but not in that manner. So that's why he feels like he needs to respect her because she deserved the respect. That's simple as that. If you're going to respect me, I'll respect you. If you had a family person, I'll respect you. If I had family members pass away and people respected me for it. I didn't push them away. I wouldn't do that to anybody. If people start pushing me away, whatever the reason that they're having, that's not an excuse. That is, I'm comparing this. Even though this is a TV show, this is exactly how it would be in real life. I've experienced this where people pass away and they got rude to me. And what I do, I'll be like, you know what? There's no need to yell at me. I just left them off. I just said bye to them, and they apologized to me back. So it works like that. Don't make excuses to treating people different because you're going through something. Because I think that not many people would care, and that's horrible to say. But people got their own issues to deal with. But me, at least I'm the lucky one to be there for people and actually give them the truth and actually give them a brutal honesty because that's what people need. Brutal honesty will give them a kick at the backside. Before you start a job, the manager just doesn't say, okay, do what you want. The manager gives you a kick at the backside. The manager ain't nice to you. Even though the manager should be nice to when they have a polite conversation. That's what I experienced. I know it's the best thing like that. When my grandparents passed away, did I like Ricky Gervais? No. Did I add all these? No. I was being how I should be, really. How my grandparents would have wanted to be. Respectful. It don't matter if, a passing or whatever has happened should not change who you are. It shouldn't change. Shouldn't change your attitude. You're angry. You can be angry, but don't push the people that care about your way. That's the more important. That's basically what Ricky Gervais is. What Ralph was telling him. Before she passed, like making videos and stuff like a vlog. Before passing, usually what would happen, and he sort of took to that and he was listening. He was like, yeah. I don't think my wife would have wanted this, would want me to act like this to people. And the dog as well. I mean, I'm not a fan of dogs, so I can't really say much for that. But yeah, this is between a 5 and a 6. But I wouldn't count a 6. I would count it just halfish average or just a high average. Because it's professional acting in it, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's just on the average tip. Because 5 and 6 is just on the average side. That's what I gave it. But no, 6 you could say just above average. That's what I've given it. 5, I would say just above. Just slightly above average just by rating because it should have been funnier with who's acting in it. Maybe it did get funnier. I don't know. But in a way, that's about right. And people might give it higher because we get Gervais in it. Doesn't matter who's in it. If you got comedians in it and the show ain't funny, then I'm going to give it a low rating. If it was way funny, it would have been an 8, 9 or 10. But for this one, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And it's definitely an average movie for me. Sorry for people that love it. I mean, I know I gave up on the next season because I probably had other movies to watch. I don't know. But yeah, I think there's other shows I watch too, but they're not that good either. Sitcoms now, majority of them's dead because they censor it. You can't do no racial jokes, and you can't do no sexist jokes. You can't do none of those jokes because they get taken off. So what is comedy? Comedy is just basically about being silly on stage. It doesn't look right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There's so much more I can say, but I don't want to go too overboard with it. So please give this video a like, comment below, share if everybody you know, subscribe and hit the bell notification below, and I shall see you in my next video.